Yo, what's good, everyone?
Looks like it's working.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
We're good.
working this
Yeah,
time. Cool.
We're in.
How you all doing, man?
good. How about yourself?
Kind of tired today. I can't lie. Got
Yeah.
back kind of late last night. That drive
Oh
to
yeah, how
London
was the
kills me every
session?
time, man. Yeah, good. I just linked up with that Saint Cardona. Him and his boy were over from Barcelona, so we just had a good session, man. We cooked up like 5 beats. I brought my
hmm
camera and everything, but I didn't end up filming because I don't know. Sometimes it's just better just cooking up naturally, isn't it, and not having the pressure of making good content.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah, I hear that.
definitely.
So yeah,
Yeah.
literally just cooked up some beats, chilled, got some food and that, and then the drive back.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can never win with traveling, man. It's like going out. The last time when I booked the train, it got cancelled on the way back. I found myself just waiting in the station for hours, and then this time I drove, and then there was a crash as soon as I got on the motorway, so I was stuck in
Oh
traffic
man.
for a long time. It took like
Fuck,
6 hours
man.
to get back.
Oof,
Jesus
It's a
Christ.
that
long
is not
one,
nice.
That is disgusting, man.
but it's all good though.
What time did you get to bed?
Well, like, I set off like just after 6, so by the time I got back, it was like 12. So straight to
It's not
sleep
too
and
it's
then
not
up
like
again.
horrific, but
Yeah,
still
it's
not the
not
best.
the worst. I think
Yeah.
the drive just drains you, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Did you start hallucinating, or was it not that bad?
Nah, not this time. It was all
No.
good this time.
Nice. How's the
What have you been on with this week?
not just normal stuff. I'm getting the kit ready for, when is it? 26th. So like just less than a week away now.
Mm.
So I just got like one last part of it to finish, and then just get all the like the sales page ready for it and the emails done, and
Yeah,
just get all that all the marketing stuff done, and then that's kind of like going to be basically what I'm doing for like the next week or so.
that's it.
And then
Yeah,
just
that part
filming
can be
really.
long, man. Setting everything up on the back end, especially with email marketing.
Oh
It's
man,
like if you set up all those flows and if you put one thing in wrong, it could just mess up the whole system.
yeah, it's so tedious, isn't it? Because you had issues,
Mhm.
didn't you, with the site at one point? Then you had to kind of go back and get everything fixed.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times. It's
Mm.
just like when you create those automations and you have like certain tags for audiences. If you mess up one of those, or if like there's a spell, like a spelling error somewhere, it can just throw the whole automation off. But
Yeah,
it's all good now.
yeah, nice one. We just zoom.
What about you, Ocean? What you been on with this week?
Just been busy, man. I can't really say why
Yeah.
yet. I'll probably announce it in, if not the next podcast, the other podcast. We'll probably talk about
Okay.
it. But yeah, just sorting
It's
out that
hectic.
stuff. And even now
Yeah.
I'm getting phone calls to probably put out a fire. So yeah,
Oh my
long.
Speaking of
goodness.
fire, when I was in London yesterday, a girl called me and she's like, I've just been cooking and I've left the gas on for 4 hours. What do I do? So I think she'd finished cooking and then forgot to turn the gas off. And she must have gone back upstairs to work. And so the flame would have been on at first, but then I think the flame went out, but she
Cut
could
out,
still
yeah.
hear something. So it was like something was coming out for like 4 hours. Just like, what do I do?
Oh, man.
I thought the house was
Could've-
gonna blow up, man.
I know, yeah. Turn up at midnight and the house just it's
Yeah.
just on fire. Fucking hell. Not the best.
I'm like,
Not ideal.
I don't really know what to do. I don't know
Nah.
what to do in that situation. Just open the windows and get out, I guess.
Yeah, put some
Mm.
fans on, air it out. Yeah.
But I've still got a home, so we're all good.
That's good.
Yeah. How did she figure it out? Was it just like the smell like traveled upstairs?
I think she just went downstairs and then I think she'd seen the thing was turned. And then she
Okay.
could hear it as well. She could hear something. So then she obviously just realized
Hmm.
she probably went to cook again and then just noticed it was still on from the last time.
Yeah. Oh man. I did that. I didn't leave the gas on once, but I left the I cooked like some rice or something on the hob, and then I turned it down to low, like when I took it off the hob, forgot that it was on. I just left it on all night, and yeah, the room was very warm in the morning when I got it was on for like 6-7 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
Is it electric, yeah?
Nah, it's a gas hob, so
Oh, okay.
just on like real small flame all night.
Fucking hell.
Kept the place warm, I guess. Yeah, no one was in it.
Crazy.
How's the beat tape going anyway?
Yeah, not bad, man. I haven't really been pushing it that much. Like I was saying in the last one, it was just kind of just something to have out there for people to listen to, but I didn't put a lot of focus on it.
Yeah.
But it's going all right. It's going all
Nice.
right. It's
Good.
just like all the beats were already out, really, so it wasn't like anything crazy and new.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are liking it. People have messaged me saying that they love the beats because
Nice.
sometimes they hear them in tutorials and then they want to listen to them again, and then they don't
Yeah.
really know where to find them. So it was more just for people like that who'd seen them in videos or on my Type Beat channel and just wanted a different platform to listen to them on.
Yeah.
But now it's
a
going
good
well,
idea.
man.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
How about your new single, Ocean?
I haven't actually
Good
checked
response.
what the response has been, but from just like the messages and stuff, it seems to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
nice
I've
vibe.
got another one dropping the 25th, I think, 25th of Jan,
Right.
which is just going to be like the next single of the EP, and then the EP will drop the following week, which
Okay.
is just one more track on top of that. So 3 tracks in total.
Oh, okay. 3 tracks. Yeah, I was gonna say you're dropping them weekly. Is like, I know that's a lot of people's strategy for this year. Do you
Yeah,
follow that Nick? Is it called Nick D?
Nick D.
I think it's
Yeah,
called.
I've seen his stuff. I've been watching his podcast, and I brought his book as well. You know, his book where it's called "You Don't Want It Bad Enough" or "You Don't Want It As Much," something like this. But he talks
Oh,
about
okay.
his, I guess his business and his journey as an independent artist. No,
Is
it's
the book
good.
good?
It's good. It's definitely like good information and stuff. It's not my plan though. I don't mean to drop a single every week. I'm definitely not going to hold myself to that. It was just how the rollout's been, to be honest with you. But yeah, and I definitely need to push it more. I haven't really done like near to enough content on it.
Yeah, there's
guess
the
it's good
content
for, like,
side, and then you could run ads as well.
Yeah.
True. Have you ever run ads on your Spotify stuff?
I've tested some stuff. I'm testing some right now on the instrumental album. The key with like ads is to just test as much as possible. So it's like I didn't really have a lot of content to post with it, or I haven't tested a lot of different content. The only thing I've tested is like 3 different audiences, and then within those audiences, 3 different videos for the ad itself. But all it is it's like the visualizer for the album, but I've just been testing it with a different beat playing first. So it's like on one of them it's like a drill beat, the other one it's a trap one, I think, and then another one it's more of like a soulful drill. So I'm testing like those 3 ads against 3 different audiences. So it's like 9 ads running together, if you get me. But only spending a minimum of like, or a maximum, sorry, of like £10 a day. So nothing crazy, because you usually start with something like that, and then you find out which one performs the best. You can kind of get rid of the other ones and then put more money into the one that's working.
So how are you tracking that? Are you trying to track how much it costs you to get a listener or a stream or something like that?
Yeah, so I'm just using a Hyped It link, you know, the smart links that kind of take people to any platform. You can track it so that it monitors it based on clicks. So if someone opens that link and then they click something like Spotify or Apple Music, it's called like the Hyped It click or something like that. So yeah, it's mainly just to track like which people are going on the ad and then clicking on a streaming platform. But yeah, I haven't pumped a lot of money into it. It was just to test it.
Has it been performing like well for you?
Not bad. I think the fee's still quite high for the clicks. I think it started off at like 60p for a click, which is kind of high. And then I got it down to like, I think it was like 35p or something. So still like kind of high. But that's why you need to keep testing, because it's like, all right, you can keep getting it down the more you test, you know. And that's only with a visualizer. So maybe if the content was a bit different and it was something like me making the beat or just something a bit more engaging, then maybe it could attract more people.
Have you thought about doing like a
I'll look into it.
Have you thought about doing like a not like a music video, but just like a visualizer, but not with like art, with like you in with actually you in it, you know, like almost like a music video, but just something that loops over and over again. I think Don Toliver did it.
Yeah, I hadn't really. The only one I was doing is I used AI to make the album cover, and then I had an editor just kind of rework the colors and add some textures and stuff. And then I put that into, I can't remember the name, but there's another AI tool that will just give it some motion, that it will just, so it like in the cover, the album cover, it's like it looks like you're weighing bud, but you're weighing little pieces of cactus.
Yeah.
So in the cover, it's like the AI kind of makes the little buds move, which is pretty sick.
That is pretty. What website did you use? I've been using Kyber, but it's more like stop motion. But that yours is more like smooth.
Yeah. Oh, man, it'll be in my history. I'll find it and then send it. Yeah. I was just searching like AI visualizers
All this
or
time,
AI motion or
it was
something like
bud.
that.
Yeah,
Did
so
you?
did I.
Yeah, I didn't
I mean,
look
it does look
closely and
like
see
it.
it was
It's
cactus.
the closest I could get AI. Yeah, it's little pieces of cactus.
Yeah,
That's what
I
we're
clocked
shouting
there
around
was
here.
like cactus on like around it, but on the actual scale, I was like, yeah, it's just weed.
I thought this is
people
what
are
you're
buying
promoting now.
cactus by the gram now.
Yeah. What did you type in? Did you literally just type in cactuses that look a little bit like weed on a scale, or is it like what was the prompt?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact prompt. I had to try quite a few different things to get it right, and then a few
Yeah.
different AI platforms as well. Like I was trying OpenSea, I was trying Adobe's one, and then Dolly, is it, or Dali, however you pronounce
Dali,
it. Yeah, and I think that was the one that got it the closest. I think I was just typing in like, you usually give it like clear directions, don't you, and then set the scene as well. So it might be something like I might have gone into specifics like Tanita scales. Tanita scales with small pieces of cactus on there that look like it's weighing drugs or something, and then in a dark, moody background, something along those lines. Anyway, I can't remember the specifics, but
yeah, I feel like you have to
I
be
managed to
super
get it
specific with
eventually.
Yeah. Have you thought about
that's
doing
the thing
like
with AI.
Yeah, that is it, man. I felt like that's a whole lane as well. Like, so many people like have got that as like a side business or like even a main business for creating stuff for companies or for the other producers or creatives.
Yeah,
just create stuff with AI for people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean, have you thought about doing with your house tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Because like obviously you can just drop it as is. You don't have to do any vocals or anything.
Yeah.
Have you thought about
AI
doing a music video?
vocals?
No,
no, go ahead.
I was just for anything. I was just thinking like, have you thought about doing a music video for it? Because like, there's so like, yeah. Go on, sorry.
I've seen like some examples of how they can do music videos with music without vocals. It's more just like acting and stuff. I definitely want to do it, but I just feel like in this day and age, the best way to promote is really just like TikTok clips and stuff like that. And then when you find a winner, maybe it might be worth investing in a music video rather than I know you can do music videos for cheap, don't get me wrong, but the type of music videos that I want to do is going to require like a bit of effort, a bit of money, and I don't want to spend that right off the bat for just any song. I'd rather have one either that I really, really believe in and I think, yeah, this is the hit, or one that's already doing really well and just back it up with a video.
Yeah, because I guess like
unless
it's good
I can
to
do it cheap.
Yeah, because the only reason why I'd ask is because like there is a bunch of those. I mean, I don't really know about nowadays because I don't really watch a lot of TV. But like back in the day when you used to watch like Kiss and things like Hit and all those music video channels, there's always like house music where it's just like it's a music video, but there's no talk, there's no like no one rapping to the screen or anything. It's just
no
like
one's talking. It's just random, innit?
Yeah, it's like two people in a relationship and then they break up. It's like a mini film almost. Yeah,
exactly.
That kind of vibe.
The one I always remember, this guy called Eric Pride's "Fall on Me." You probably heard the song before because it's very familiar. It's like,
oh yeah, what, in the gym?
Yeah, and at the gym, and they're just doing like exercises in the mirror. That's the most memorable one.
That went crazy, that song as well, because of the video, because of the music video.
Or even like the Kanye West track, because it faded, because he's not even in that, is he?
Oh yeah,
even though there's vocals in that track, but the whole scene is the dancer.
Yeah,
faded. Why do I not?
I can't remember her name now. She's big as well, isn't she? Who was it now?
Taylor.
Yeah, Tiana Taylor. That was it. Yeah, that was sick, that one actually. But I agree though. I do think that music videos aren't as necessary anymore. I noticed that when I did the album with Gio, man, like we spent so much money. I think a lot of our budget went on that one music video in particular. And in hindsight, it was a good experience, like to have the whole production team there and get like a solid video out of it, and it looks professional. But I think that's only really worth it if you have the content side as well. In terms of like, you have like the TikTok following and everything like that, because then people can see stuff and then go check your stuff out. But I don't think that's how people find you anymore.
No, so I think I agree 100%, man. The experience is good. I done a similar thing with my brother for the very last video that we ever done.
Yeah,
and
that's nice
because you have like the production team, you don't really have to worry about anything.
Yeah,
it's kind of, you just turn up and get it done. But doing that as an independent artist is a lot of money. Maybe if you were signed to a label, it could make more sense because it's kind of just paid forward, right? But straight out of pocket, it's a lot doing it that way.
Yeah,
I think we have to be a bit more creative in terms of getting things like cheaper, maybe sourcing stuff ourselves, 100%. That kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. And like you said, if you're making like a ton of TikTok content, for example, there might be like one song in particular that you haven't even released yet, but you're just teasing it in loads of different short form pieces of content. If one of those is the ones that starts getting the most attention and everyone's like, yo, we need the song, then maybe you could do a video for that, because then you know that one's going to do better than expected. But then to just kind of guess what people are going to like, spend all that money on a video, and then the only pieces of content you put out are like clips from the video that say like out now, they just do not perform well at all, man. I feel like you'd be better. I seen my guy MRG doing it. So whenever he has a music video, he'll film a music video, but then he'll make sure that he uses, so like at each scene, for example, he'll make sure he gets his short form content as well. So for example, one scene was with like him and some cars in the background. So when he posts that on TikTok, rather than having like the music video where all the scenes are changing, he's just in that one location for like the whole 60 seconds or whatever it is. And then you have the what's it called, like the captions underneath that. Does that make sense? So it's like, say you film a music video in 8 different locations, rather than just posting like a clip of a preview of the edited music video, he'll post like 8 clips just at different locations, just spitting like the same verse. So it's just like more content to put out than just the music video, and that works really well for him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's like it's easier as well. It's easy as well, isn't it? Because you're already there. You may as well just do another quick one take, and then you've got however many scenes you've got like another 8 pieces of content there to post for the video.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's similar to what Dina. I mean, that's what she. Because like she does that strategy where she posts crazy amount of like content on like TikTok and Instagram. Yeah. And then like however, like a couple months later, she'll drop the song, and then I guess like a music video for the one that performs the best.
Makes sense.
Strategy. Makes sense. Yeah.
But it was all a learning curve for sure.
Would you
do
it again?
For branding, I guess, and just to have it out there.
Yeah. Because even when it's out there, it's like there's no rules for when you decide to put out content after that. So we could still go back to that. Even though I'm going on at Gio all the time to make more content. Like he could now just start going hard on TikTok, just making short form pieces of content for any of those songs on the album. And because the song's already out there, people will find it from there. So it's like it could be a few years old. You see that all the time on TikTok, like songs that are like 10, 20 years old, just out of nowhere. They just go crazy viral. And then all of a sudden the streams just go up like mad.
That is true. I heard, Fetty Wap, like his first breakout song, like Trap Queen. Apparently, like, it took him like 2 years for that song to blow up. He said he was just going to like.
I heard about this actually.
Yeah, he said he was just traveling to every city, every nightclub, and he
was posting like every day.
Yeah, posting every day, and then he was going to like as many nightclubs as possible and like paying all the DJs to play the song. And then eventually, like people caught wind of it, and then eventually, like labels picked it up. So it was like 2 years in the making, or like a year in the making, or something. Just pushing it.
Crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy that he had that kind of belief for one song.
Yeah. And that was like his whole career, just that one flow. Like,
that song is a banger.
It is a banger, to be fair. Every song he put out, like they were hard because like same flow, similar lyrics, but they all just bang.
Who was producing for him? Was it like Mustard? I feel like it was around about the same time.
It was his guy. He had someone in his team that was producing for him. I just don't remember the name.
The weird tag. Yeah, I know who you mean.
He's away for a while. I think he's in jail for like 10 or 15 years now.
Oh,
okay.
What for?
Drug trafficking. drug trafficking. I don't know if that's the term, but selling drugs basically.
Yeah.
Mad.
Why is it always drugs in it, man?
You
Must
went
be the
back to
money
that
maker.
life.
Yeah.
Can't sell cactus pieces. Can't just sell little pieces of cactus, can I?
Yeah. So if people swallow it, it fucking cuts their throat open.
That's in fact me and Gio we put out. Well, so I remixed one of the tracks from the album when I did a video for like an EDM beat. It's kind of like a tech beat, but I put some like drill elements in there as well. So I've released that single today, and that just reminded me when you said that because I got AI to generate. It's like a close up of a mouth, like taking a pill, but the pill is an Italian flag color for Geo, obviously, and then it's got a little cactus growing out of the pill. It's kind of
cool.
sick.
Yeah,
That'll be perfect for the house track.
Yeah, that's interesting, man.
Sure.
I mean, I need to hear that house track because I heard a couple of previews and it sounds pretty sick.
It's not bad, man. It's like my first house track I'd release. It's not even something that I'll probably do on a regular basis, but just to try something else, put something out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I just need Gio to get on some content, man. Been on at him because it's out today, but I don't have any content to post for it, so I'm gonna maybe get a short form piece of content from the tutorial that I did, and then kind of have like this final song playing at the end. I need him to do some lip syncing or something at least.
Yeah, has he still got his mask? Like, is his mouth exposed, or does he still wear that Italian mask that like covers his whole face?
Yeah, he's still got the Italian one as well. I think sometimes he just wears that green ballet just because it's easier to carry around, easier to put on.
Comfy, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that when we had that session in Manny, he was like, he'd put it on, he'd be like, "Oh, my face is just all steamed up. It's all like plastic, isn't
it?" Yeah. I think the second one he got, one of his boys did a redesign, and it made it easier for him to like breathe and stuff in that one, so you can keep that one on for a bit longer.
Yeah. What happened to I can't remember her name now. The other female artist that you worked with, Diana. Yeah. What happened to her?
Drill.
I've not heard anything recently.
Yeah, I haven't spoke to her recently. She went through a phase of like being pretty consistent, and she was getting some really good traction, especially with the track that we did with Gigs as well.
Yeah.
I thought like from there, she dropped a mixtape after that, put a project out, but then I haven't really heard too much from her since. Same with her manager. I haven't spoke to her manager in a little while either. He said they've got stuff loading like last time I spoke to him, but yeah, I'm not sure. I was wondering that recently because like we went through a phase of working on a lot of things together, and then see I didn't hear from anyone asking for beats for a little while. So yeah, I don't know if she took a pause for like whatever reason, or she's just working in the background. You never know, do you? Sometimes people are just working constantly but just not active on socials, and then all of a sudden they've got loads of stuff to drop. But who knows, man?
Yeah, I think if you're independent, it makes sense because like I think that Rucci guy does, that guy, the big guy, kind of sounds like Biggie Smalls, but from the UK. He I'm
not sure,
He did a song called Down with Me or something. It's like,
okay.
And but yeah, he was posting like once or sometimes twice a day, just spamming the same song but with like different visuals for it. Him in like a supermarket, just shopping, like lip syncing it, and then in the studio. And so he was like promoting it for like a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 months, hard. Released it, and then he doesn't really post anything. And then I've just seen him starting to post a couple snippets of like the next one. So I think as an artist, it probably makes sense to kind of go away and just like bank like 100 videos or something, 100 little like quick videos to just churn out over like 2 or 3 months, and then at that point you built up like so much hype that and you don't have to worry about filming or anything. It's already there to go. It's all ready to go.
But then I also think if you're building up that hype, you should maintain it if you're still a smaller independent artist. So even though he might have like banked a lot of videos and been posting them consistently every day for a while, but then whilst he was posting them every day, they could have been the days he was filming for the next one. You know what I mean? So there's not a big gap in between.
Yeah, that is true.
I do feel like, I don't know, I feel like taking time off as a hungry artist would be a luxury. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like
Drake can do it, but not a.
But even Drake doesn't really do it. When you think about it, he's really one of the only guys at the top who is still like out here often.
Like
you know what I mean? Like we always keep hearing his name. I don't think there's been a year where Drake has just been chill.
Yeah. He's always dropped something.
Since 2018, I feel like he's just always, even before that, but definitely since 2018, I just feel like he's always been outside. Compared to like a, I guess you have to just compare it to like a Kendrick who's the opposite and goes away for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
But he has the luxury to do that. You know what I mean? He's got his fan base who are tapped in completely. He could take another 5 years off again. Really just depends what kind of artist you are, I guess. But in the beginning, it's kind of, it's tougher to do that, I think, because things just move so quick.
Yeah, 100%. I guess by the time like you said, someone like Kendrick has earned that luxury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when people look at Kendrick and think, "Oh, well, I can do this because Kendrick's doing that," it's like, well, you're not Kendrick.
Well, you're not Kendrick.
You built that foundation.
Yeah, I'll tell you who does do that. Who's still like I don't understand how he's still so active. Is Lil Wayne. He literally drops. I swear he drops something either as a feature, more so as a feature nowadays. But I swear he's dropping a new song like every month. Sometimes like every couple of weeks I'll see him because I'll follow him on Instagram and they'll be promoting a new song with like another artist. A lot of the times it's not like a song under him. It's normally like
a feature.
Yeah, like a feature. But yeah, he's been going hard for like 20 years, 15, 16 years now. Crazy.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I feel like at this point he's just having fun and just probably just collaborating with who he wants to collaborate with.
Yeah, gone through the struggle. Now he can just call all the shots. And
but in his early days, he was putting out a crazy amount of mixtapes. He was recording like non-stop, like mixtape after mixtape.
Yeah,
and then
I was listening
album
to
after album as well.
Yeah, I was listening to No Ceilings in the gym earlier. It's still bangs.
Oh yeah,
banger.
Yeah, that's his hardest mixtape. Yeah. That should have just been an album. That.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it could have been an album easily.
I
wonder though, in order to become that artist that can take a break, do you kind of have to foster that early with your fan base? Because it also might be a bit too strange to completely be in your face for a few years and then just drop out for a few years to come back. Maybe you have to foster. Someone I see who does it quite well is AJ Tracy. He will take time off and you don't really hear from him for a while. He hasn't dropped any new music, but then he'll just come back, drop his songs, drop his album, do his thing, and then kind of
dip again.
Yeah, well, he's still at a certain level as well, because in his early days too, he was going hard with all of like the freestyle videos.
I guess he's earned that right as well. No, he's had a few commercial successes. So
yeah, I think Adele does it as well, doesn't she? She'll like drop an album, then just fuck off for like a year and a half, and then drop the next album. Like you just never hear from her until she's ready to promote something. It makes sense.
Speaking of collaborations and features, did you guys see that that M.R did a track with Snoop Dogg?
No.
Nah, you know who I mean, don't you? M.R.
Yeah,
he's the white guy that's doing like dancehall. He's like all over TikTok.
Oh, and he does like the Jamaican.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him actually. Yeah.
So he's been like viral a few times. So remember, like years ago, he went viral for one. It might have been like a black box freestyle or something like that. And obviously, like his music sounds sick, but then at the time, I think people didn't know what was going on, so he almost became a bit of a meme. But now he's like, obviously, he's been consistent with his work, but now people are starting to like appreciate his music properly. Like he's still been going viral for some of his clips, but he's getting a lot of recognition, man. He's been killing it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is he the guy? Is he the guy that it's like white guy and he raps in a Jamaican accent?
Yeah.
And is he the guy on the memes where it's like when your boy says he's like a Jamaican rapper or something? He's in like, I think it was on like not Rap Radar. There was like a pirate style radio show, and he did a freestyle on that. And he's like, yeah, I think I know.
That's him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's such a
random.
I
just heard it then. I just went onto YouTube and then I seen him and Snoop Dogg. It's like an official collab as well.
Nice.
That's such a random one.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Man.
What did you think of 21 Savage's music video as well? Did you watch that in London?
Nah, I haven't seen that yet. I saw it pop up yesterday.
I saw the thumbnail. I thought it had to be in London. It looked too London.
Yeah, it was. I think it was filmed in. Is it from Brixton originally?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's where it was filmed. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it was Brixton. So yeah, I think the tune's sick, man. I like him.
Was
But
it a
yeah, he
drill
came
song
over and
or?
did a video there. Nah, it's just like his usual like kind of dark trap sound.
Yeah.
The video is cool though.
Yeah. I don't know why people don't like 21 Savage. I feel like he's I think he's pretty sick. Like he's almost like Snoop Dogg-esque kind of vibes, where he's just his own style, and no one's really got the same sound as him. It's just 21 Savage.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest with you. I haven't tuned into 21 Savage really since Bank Account.
Mm.
I never really listened to his music like that.
He's good for gym playlists. That's where I normally listen to him.
Yeah, I think if you accept him, like if you accept the music for what it is, he's not trying to be super lyrical, deep Kendrick Lamar. He's just trying to make some like vibey, but it's just got like quite a unique sound, doesn't he?
But he's weirdly versatile though, right? Because he does all like the hard, dark stuff. But then on that on the Drake album, he was rapping on like soulful, sampled stuff as well. So
yeah, that's true.
He can do his thing on a few different styles, which is quite cool.
That's true, actually.
I saw that Kid Cudi dropped an album recently. I need to check that out. Have you heard it?
No, I haven't. But I'm definitely going to check it. Wonder if he mentions Diddy. Because all that stuff came out about Diddy. And then a lot of people were posting about him blowing up Kid Cudi's car or something. I don't know if it was ever like... Did you not hear that?
No, that's crazy.
But see, when everything came out about Diddy, and like it was just like thing after thing, accusation after accusation. So everyone started posting about stuff he'd done in the past as well, and saying, "Yeah, we believe it because he's done this and he's done that." And one of the things he'd done in the past was blowing up Kid Cudi's car, and I think it was something to do with one of P Diddy's exes with him, or I don't know. I don't want to like butcher the story, but there was something along those lines.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is bad. It's crazy that everything's come out about him, man. Did you see? I mean, do you follow 50 Cent?
Yeah, he's an animal, man, isn't it?
He does not take his foot off the gas when he gets going on someone.
Do you really believe like the music industry can get really dark like that?
I guess it just depends on the people that are in it, right? Like you can get some lunatics that just blow
I definitely think it can get dark like that.
I've heard some crazy stories, man, and it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
Is this what it is? But then
you can see how it gets like it, because he was like known for having those crazy parties, wasn't he? And then and he's like, I guess like the head honcho, all this power, all this influence, all the money. It's like,
Yeah, who knows what someone could do with all that power, man. And beef in like music's been happening for years, man. Like think of all the Pac and Biggie stuff. Like it must still happen. There's a lot of hood politics involved.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm sure it happens a lot.
More of like what you would do for success kind of thing. Because I guess right at the top there's going to be gatekeepers, and because I've heard certain stories and stuff of like, okay, you have to do this in order to get this or be this. So sometimes I wonder, like, damn, what would you do if you was in that situation? Like one of the head guys was
that hungry.
We'll sign you for 10 mil. We'll make sure you're number one. You'll be up there with the stars. You could be lying too, but you have to do this. Would you do it, kind of thing?
What would you do? How far would you go?
Yeah, that's the question. How far would you go? How bad would you want it?
I don't know, man. There's got to be a
limit. It gets, you know what I mean? Like that can get really dark.
Yeah, how many guys would you?
This is where we need the Jack on here to answer this question, because
jeez,
I'm intrigued to see what they say.
I don't know if we spoke about this last time, but did you see the Cat Williams podcast that's been blowing up?
I still need to watch this, man. Everyone's been talking about it. I need to watch this still.
It's got crazy numbers. Within the first day, I think it got like 10 million views for a podcast. But that's 2 hours long as well. But yeah, he was kind of exposing Hollywood and stuff like that. I listened to it in the background. And he was saying stuff like, just like little stories and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I was listening to, Andrew Schultz's podcast, that Flagrant. They were talking about Cat Williams yesterday, and there was like Andrew was saying like, I wonder if he's got a tour coming up, and he does. He's got some like shows coming up which are sold out. So then people are thinking, oh, is he saying all this controversial stuff or throwing out all these accusations to get all this attention? Because he's got a crazy amount of attention like over the past few weeks, hasn't he, since that podcast dropped? And then
now is the perfect time to drop a special.
Yeah, exactly. He has got shows coming up. But then, I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, so I can't say if I believe the stories or not. But I bet maybe a lot of it's true, and then maybe some of it isn't. There's something going around about how many books he said he reads. Can you remember?
I know in the podcast he said he read so much. When he was a kid, he read maybe like thousands or something like this.
And then when they broke it down, it was like he would have had to read 8 books a day as a kid for that to be true. So maybe he says some wild stuff like that, but then other stuff that he says is true. Who knows?
Maybe
man?
he's the real Matilda.
Yeah,
I did see after all the P Diddy stuff came out, I did see there was like an old video from a party at P Diddy's house, and Kevin Hart was on it, like just emceeing like to the camera, just like taking the piss out of people and stuff as they were going around the party. And then they go to like one of the bedrooms. I think it's him and what's his name? R&B singer. I can't remember his name now. And like it's like if you watched it back then, it would be funny. But then someone reposted it now, and then what Kevin was saying, he'd say something, and then the guy that was with him was like, don't say that, because it was like he was telling the truth, and it sounded like a joke back then, but it was like some really fucked up shit like it was going on in the bedroom. And yeah, it seemed really suspicious looking back.
This is Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. But it was like way back in the day before he like went global. He was big in America, but he wasn't like huge at that point. And yeah,
apparently Cat Williams is, you know, on his like new show, like his new tour or whatever. He's so he's bringing whose ex was Kevin Hart's ex with him. So apparently Kevin Hart's ex was stand up as well, and I think they had beef before as well, like Cat Williams and Kevin Hart, and he's bringing Kevin Hart's ex with him on the tour.
Oh my god,
that's deep. That's a
deep one.
Man. Whenever women get involved, exes and that.
Yeah, it gets political then.
It's gonna be it'd be entertaining to watch, for sure.
I know, yeah. I like Cat Williams though. I think he's funny, man.
Yeah, he's really funny, isn't he?
I still need to watch Dave Chappelle's new stand-up. I started watching it on New Year's Eve. I think that's when it dropped, and then I haven't got back around to finishing it. Has anyone watched it yet?
I haven't watched it. No.
Have
you seen the Chris Rock one?
Yeah, I have. In fact, I think it's the latest one that I've seen. The one where he's talking about Will.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. It's not like super new. It came out maybe like 6 months ago or something. But yeah,
I've seen that.
What did you think to it?
I liked it, man. I don't think it was as good as his older ones, but I still find him funny, man. Like he's a legend, isn't he, Chris Rock? So I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree. There was some parts where it was like some jokes were a little bit awkward, but then the end pulled it together. Like especially with the Will Smith jokes, like that was he nailed that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I've got a few to catch up on.
Need to talk about music stuff. Gotta go off on a tangent.
What's everyone been working on? Apart from like you've got the Kit new single, have you got anything else coming up? Sessions lined up, anything like that?
I haven't really got any of that kind of stuff lined up. I really just want to get back to making some more tracks. I mean, I've been dabbling up in other genres just to try it out, try something new, which has been cool. It's been fun. Been trying like drum and bass, jungle. So I keep seeing that pop up. It seems like it's getting really popular. Well, I mean, it's always been there and it's always been popular, but it seems like it's getting mainstream again.
Yeah.
So I've just been
especially
trying
with
that kind
Jason
of stuff
Status. Jason Status have been taking drum and bass like
now.
Global again.
Yeah, they're killing it.
With that Badder Than track with Boo. That went crazy.
That's such a good song as well.
Yeah,
it is a banger.
But yeah,
I want
to start working to so what'd you say?
I was just saying, how do you find making drum and bass?
It's interesting. To be honest, it's kind of like the same drum pattern.
Yeah, that's true.
Boom, cap, boom, cap. and then you kind of
just faster.
But I'm also very picky with that because I don't like hard style or anything that sounds too industrial. I like it very melodic, very liquid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I've never tried to make it. I've tried one drum and bass track for a tutorial, but it was more of like I don't really know like the different styles of drum and bass. I'm not really into the scene, but it wasn't liquid. It was definitely more like hard, like underground style.
Yeah,
That you'd hear at a rave or something.
Yeah,
I hear that.
But I need to try the liquid style as well.
I want to start working towards the next EP. And I'm not gonna lie, the music is getting harder and faster. Getting a bit more intense.
Yeah.
Is it?
The further I go down this household, it's getting like, I don't even know if the last few tracks I can call house. It might be techno, or like a cross between house and techno.
Gonna be popping in Berlin.
Yeah, exactly. but I definitely would love to release like a DJ Khaled kind of project with artists as well, just like hip hop, trap, rap, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I saw I'm gonna be genre hopping a lot, but we'll see.
Who would your dream lineup be in the UK? Say if it was like just a UK EP that you were doing, for example, and it was 5 tracks, each track having a different artist on there. Who would you pick?
I'd probably pick Lancey Foe for that kind of, for his sound. I'd love to have Dave on there for his style as well. Jay Huss, obviously, just too wavy.
Yeah.
And then the other two, that's a big question. There's this really sick girl that my brother put me onto. Her name's, I want to say Shay Cartier, something like this. I think she's only got like one song out, but her voice is sick. She raps.
Sick.
And then one other person, not too sure, but I think that would be super diverse.
Yeah, that'd be a solid EP.
Well,
I guess it would depend as well if you wanted to keep the vibe the same all the way through, or if you just wanted like 5 completely different things. Because if it was like, all right, I just want this to be
things would be sick. Because then you hit it from like all different angles. Everyone's got a completely different flavor. I think that's
true.
Would make something really cool. Like everyone's got a different flavor, but you're bringing them together to make something. Like imagine like having a Lancey Foe with a Jay Huss on the same track. They're from like completely different worlds, but if you can make it work, I think it could be sick. I think that's where the magic can happen, you know?
That's true.
Like, who thought Justin Bieber and Quavo on a song would be hard, but it works.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, definitely.
How about you?
What? Who would I work with on an EP?
Yeah, 5-track EP, 5 different artists.
Probably. I like to work with Nath Smalls. I like his stuff. I feel like we could do something good together. And then who else? Fuck. Maybe Mo Stack. You know, I used to listen to a lot of Mo Stack.
Mo Stack is so hard.
Yeah. I used to love his stuff, man. He hasn't dropped anything for a while. But if you want like summer vibes, he was like the guy. Like Afro beats, Afro swing. Like he was so sick. So probably him. And then I'll probably do one with. I'd like to have Lats on there. I feel like that's like that would be a good one because he's quite versatile. So you could even just put him on every hook and then just get every different style of song for all 5. Put him on the hook, almost like T-Pain, and then
you blend in nicely on a tape with like Nath Smalls and Mo Stack and stuff as well.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, definitely. So him, Mo Stack, Nath Smalls. Who else? Shit. Who was I listening to yesterday? Let me just see. Nav. I'd like to get Nav. That'd be very difficult, but Nav would be a good one. From America.
Nav from Toronto.
Yeah. Nav would be a good one.
Just UK though?
Oh, just UK.
Yeah.
Oh, probably Young Ads. I've been wanting to get a placement with him. That'd be cool. And then one more.
Yeah, that would be a solid tape. I could imagine that as your tape as well.
Yeah.
Your beats would fit perfectly for like a Young Ads, Nath Smalls.
Yeah, that'd
100%.
be nice. And then maybe last one. Tom Did It. I love Tom Did It's like vibe on music. Like I think he's sick. So
yeah, that'd be sick.
Who are we going for you, Jay?
Ants Live though. Shit, I forgot about him.
5 for me. Probably be more on like the the rap side.
Yeah.
But maybe throw a few different ones in there as well. I feel like I'd have to have gigs on there. Just because
I
it's
knew you was going to
gigs.
say that.
Of course.
You got
so
that.
gigs will be on there, I think. Maybe Pot of Paper. I just think it's hard.
Yeah.
And then I'd have someone like maybe Unknown T, you know. I'm trying to think of like I'd pick one artist out of like Unknown T, Digga D, or Central C, but I really like Unknown T. I think his sounds like very unique compared to a lot of people. So maybe Unknown T. I'd want a singer on there. Maybe someone like Georgia Smith. Should be sick on there.
That's a good one.
I'm already hyped for this EP
then,
that doesn't exist yet.
And then you know what? This is might be an unexpected one, but I've been listening to Cass is Dead recently. I think he's hard and got such a unique sound. Do you listen to Cass is Dead? Like, have you heard his stuff?
Yeah.
So maybe him right now, just to make it an interesting one. Because he spits over like 80s sounding beats, which I just don't hear anyone do. So there'd be like a lot of rap on there, and then just some like
unique
80s
choice of beats.
Yeah. So maybe
I've
that
thought
right
of
now.
my fifth choice now. I'm picking JME.
Oh shit, that's a good one actually.
Just to throw in something different.
There's so many. It would also like
would you do KSI?
Huh?
Would you do someone like KSI? Just like just so it does numbers. Guaranteed numbers in his KSI.
Is that your cheat code?
It's the cheat one, yeah. That's the
KSI feature.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I think the answer would change depending on when you asked as well. Because that's just from like now, but in 6 months, I might be listening to like a completely different batch of people.
Did you listen to the Unknown T and Lil Kana song that just dropped?
Yeah, I think it's hard. I haven't got through Unknown T's album yet, but I've heard that track and a couple others, and what I've heard so far is sick.
Yeah. Different for Lil Kana. I don't know if you've ever listened to his stuff before.
Yeah. A lot of his old stuff was more like poetic in a way. I guess that's how you could say
it. His beats, I guess, I don't want to say boom bap, but more just, traditional kind of hip hop.
Yeah. It was good to hear him on something like that. And same with like Unknown T as well, because a lot of people just know him for, or just assume he's just going to be spitting over drill beats. But he's on that album. It sounds like he's picking some like a wide range of beats. To be honest, it sounds sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that track.
Now we need to make these EPs happen.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's a plan for 2024.
Yeah.
And by the end of 2025 even. Let's get the EPs locked off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's send the DMs out now.
Yeah.
Fuck it, just pay for the verses.
Literally.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that last time as well. I wonder how much that project would be if I paid all 5 of those people. They're charging a lot.
Man, a J Hus and a Dave verse probably gonna cost me a mansion. So
yeah, in fact, a J Hus and I didn't even say J Hus or Dave, did I? Like, I can't leave those two off a UK EP. It's too many people.
Those will probably be the ones that would cost me the most.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to change my list up
to make it more affordable.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But no, did you guys
buy
hear
his new treasury kit so we can afford that verse?
Need those features. Did you guys hear D Block's new album?
I haven't listened to it yet.
I haven't. I've heard his song with Noisy, the Albanian one.
Oh yeah.
I just watched that video actually. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good album. Solid. It's like standard D Block trap, melodic trap. But it's good though. I listened to it in the gym. It's pretty good. I think 8 beats, got a few on there. And,
sick.
Yeah, they sound hard.
So, I need to catch up on some more music. I haven't really been listening to new music like that recently, or for a while now. I haven't really taken in new projects.
Yeah. Do you listen to more podcasts and books rather than music?
I go through phases. Sometimes I do like to just stick a podcast on and put it in the background. But then sometimes, to be honest, the only place I can really listen to music is in the gym.
Yeah.
And I like to go through phases. but for like the last 6 months, it's just been really, really fast music. So I haven't been listening to new projects in the gym.
Yeah.
So I haven't really been listening to new music in general.
Yeah.
People will find that so surprising as well. You know, when they listen and they think, oh, music producers, all we do is listen to music like all day. But I think that's kind of why we don't listen to a lot of it outside of producing, because
it's just always around it.
It's just constant. Yeah.
And if I do listen to music, I don't want to say the last thing I want to listen to, but I like to listen to things that is completely away from what I usually make.
Yeah.
I want to hear something really different.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Do you listen to your own music a lot?
Not really, just to test out the mixes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make a track, but especially if it's like electronic music, I'll bounce it, listen to it on a walk, listen to it in the gym, listen to it in the car, just to hear like how it sounds, and then come back and tweak it.
So if you're ever on a long drive, for example, you won't go back to your old beats and just play a lot of your beats.
Nah, I'm very disconnected to my beats.
What about you, Jay? Do you
slap on a beat tape?
I listen. I do sometimes. I can't lie. If I haven't like heard them for a while, because you forget what you make, don't you? Because you just make so many different tracks. So sometimes, especially if it's on shuffle or something, it's like, oh shit, yeah, this beat was actually sick. But I'll definitely do it with like the album I put out with Gio, because it just like brings back all the trips that we did for it, shooting the music videos. Like it kind of takes you back to the time, if you know what I mean. Even though it wasn't that long ago, but yeah, it's like a different feeling to just listening to beats, I think.
Yeah.
What about you, LB?
Yeah, sometimes just like if I'm in the car, I've got a podcast on, and you know, like sometimes I'll get bored of listening to the podcast and I want to hear some like music, so I'll just take a listen to some of like my beats from like a couple months ago or something, just to see how it sounds, you know, in the car. And but not a lot, honestly. Like I'll sometimes listen to like any demos that I've got, like stuff that we've made in sessions, or sometimes I'll just record some stuff from home, like by myself, and just try and listen to that in the car, see how it sounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, not often though, not super often.
Sometimes my old beats come on shuffle. So like from years ago, like when I don't even know how they're on my phone. It was like way back when you'd have to like drag it on through like iTunes and shit, and they're just still in my library. And they'll just be on shuffle, and then some dead beat will come on. I'm like, what? I used to make this. I used to think they were sick at the time as well, so that's probably why I had them on my phone, just to vibe out. But then, they're actually so dead.
Those beats
it's funny that in the beginning you think your beats are so sick. I remember when I first started making beats, like the first 6 months, I was constantly like listening to my beats and thinking, this is so
you think you're the shit.
It's the opposite now, isn't it? Like it takes a lot for me to really feel one of my own beats. Now I'm like, bounce it, you know, upload it, whatever. But
I also think in the beginning you have more creativity as well. I don't know if we spoke about this before on like another podcast episode or just chatting in like person, but don't you feel like when you first start making beats, because you don't know the rules, you don't know what sounds are good or what chord progressions are and stuff, you end up just making something random. And even though the beat might not sound great, the creativity is, I feel like I was way more creative then in a way compared to now, because I've got like my set rules in a way, like certain things that I go to, for example.
Yeah, it's way more exciting. Yeah.
And I think you just have more time to just really experiment and find your workflow. And when you're doing that, you're literally just trying everything, isn't it? Just being fearless, seeing what happens. Whereas like now, we kind of know, all right, making a trap beat, snare has to go on these. A couple hi-hat rolls in there, 808s, pretty much in the same positions, maybe just flick one up. You know, nothing crazy. It's kind of just all formulaic sometimes.
I was listening just on about old beats. The one that popped up on my phone, it was like, I think when I first started producing, it was called Thailand, and it just had some random sounds in there. So it sounded like there was like a rock snare, like a boom bap kick, and then on the drop, this like elephant noise just came in, just proper loud. Everything cut, the elephant noise comes in, and then the beat drops again. And I thought that was so sick.
Have you got? Can we play it? Can you play it through here, like so everyone could hear it? Or
Let me see if I've got it.
Is it doable? We should go through some of the old beats, man, because I've still got my SoundCloud from way back in the day. And yeah, same problem. I had like a crow sound that I used to spam like on every 8 bar, like
The crow sound.
completely-
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was shocking. It was so bad.
That
Oh,
found its
man.
way to a lot of kits, didn't it?
Yeah, let me see if I
It
can.
might
pull
be
it
on
up.
like one of my old hard drives. Maybe we'll do that in the next one. We'll play some old
Yeah,
beats.
we should play our first beats.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I think
man.
that'll be a
That's
good
plan.
podcast episode. So we'll save that. That'll be funny.
Yeah. Should we try and get someone on next week? See one of the other boys are down for it.
Yeah, I think
See,
we could
I
get
can
a
ask
guest.
about. Yeah,
Definitely.
see if people want to join in. Yeah, maybe people could comment if they like have anyone in mind, and then we can hit them up, or we can just get one of the guys in if they're,
Yeah,
if they're free for
100%.
it. Yeah,
we'll look at doing that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Random question: do you guys get much hate on your videos, like comments and stuff?
Recently,
Sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes.
Recently, you have.
Yeah, because I've been doing like the dailies, and
Okay.
it is. I think I might still do daily, but not do the car segment, or just
How
the talkie
come?
segment. I was just doing it in the car because it was convenient. Because I drive to the gym every day, so I was like, I'll just bring the camera, film a little talkie part, try and give some value, and then get home and then cook up. But the title of the video is like what the beat I've made is, or like what style I'm going for, or like just anything that's creative.
Yeah.
So the first like 7 minutes isn't anything to do with the actual video or the title that the video says. So a lot of people like, not a lot, but I've had a couple of comments. I think it's just one guy commented on a couple of videos, and he was like, "Bro, you're not Sam Sulek. You need to just like cut the crap out at the beginning and then just get cut straight to the beat and stuff like that." So I've had a couple like that. So I'm tempted to just go to the beat making stuff and just still keep it daily. Maybe do the talkie stuff on weekends or something, but not every day.
I don't know, man. I
Fair
feel like
enough,
because you were kind of set this year to focus on the more of like the talking videos, weren't you? So in a way, I'm like, man, if like just a couple people are throwing some hate, then be ashamed to stop the plan because of those comments. Maybe they don't enjoy the content as much, but maybe someone else really does. Or maybe the title could just change, so it's like the title's more focused on what you're talking about rather than the actual beat segment. Or could they not?
That is true.
Could they not go together? For example, if you were talking about, in fact, I think you've done it before, because I think one of your videos was something like how to make beats faster or something, and then you started talking about it, and then in the cook-up part, you were showing people like some processes for what you do. So that kind of links everything together, right?
Yeah.
But then I guess if like there was the talking part was completely different to the cook-up part, then it's like two separate titles in a way. But if there's a way you can tie it together each day.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I could link it up better, so it's more of like an intro to the actual cook-up. But, yeah.
What has the overall response been?
To be honest, it's been fairly good. Viewers like the views aren't as high per video, but I guess for the total views have gone up like per month. If that makes sense. Or they've increased. So, yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing it. It's like less work on the back end to do editing, and it's just more of a case of getting the reps in. So, but yeah, for the most part, people seem to have enjoyed it, and that's another thing. Like a lot of people are saying they like the intros, like the talkie part. So yeah, just keep on
focus on that then.
Yeah,
fuck that guy.
Pretty much. How about you, Ocean?
If I get hate and stuff, yeah, sometimes. Naturally, some people are not going to like your music or your beats or the way how I do it as well, because the way how I use Logic, like I use it very much in like the way I find it easiest. It might not be the correct way to do things, especially like the drums and stuff, but it's the way I like to use it, what works for me. And some people are like, why did you do that like that? Or why, people trying to be like the backseat producer, but
yeah. Do you feel like you're numb to it?
Yeah, it's just what it is. Definitely. I don't really. If it was like a massive problem and every comment was like, "This is shit," then okay, I gotta listen, innit? But it's not really like that. I definitely get way more love than I do hate.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the love and everything, but I just don't want to put too much importance on any of the hate. or too much importance of the love. Do you know what I mean? I just put my
yeah.
video out to try and provide value. But once it's out, and I'm trying to move in the way of like, that's out, let's move on to the next video. Work on that, put my all into it, put it out, move on to the next one. I don't want to put too much energy into anything of that. I'm not trying to, in any of it as well. I used to be so heavy in the numbers, like, fuck, my video's a 10 out of 10, or man, it's the worst performing video of all time. And it used to really kill me. Now, like, I drop a video, if it performs bad, like, it's just like, cool. It could pick up in the future. Hopefully it does if I make some thumbnail switches, but I'm really like detached away from all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to make the best video, put it out, move on to the next one now.
Yeah, it's a good mindset to have, definitely. Obviously, like the
peace of
bad
mind
comments
as well,
do stand out more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I feel like you'd have to expect at least like some negative comments. You're never going to please everyone.
No.
There's always going to be that backseat producer, like you said.
Yeah.
Or just someone that just wants to throw hate out just for the sake of it, just because they're having a shitty day.
Yeah,
it's always going to be
exactly.
Do you know what's
it does
crazy?
stand out
what it is.
more compared to the good stuff, but it's like, yeah, you have to do what you said and kind of detach yourself from it.
Just look at it from like a logical perspective and just be like, like.
Sometimes it's not even the music. Sometimes it's more personal. Like, oh, why did he cut his hair? Or oh, his hairline is fucked. Or you know, little things like that. But it's just like, like I'm a big man. I can't be caring about that. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, that's it, man. How
I
about
imagine
you,
what these guys look like hiding behind
I know,
profile pictures,
literally.
saying that stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, I think I put a workout in one of my videos, and it's like, bro, you're overtraining. Stop going to the gym 5 times a day. Go 3. But on it, my thoughts is just like, let's see your physique.
Yeah.
Unless your physique is 10 out of 10, I'm not really trying to hear it. No offense.
Why are you worried so much about like, what
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, why are you worried that much? You don't have to.
But you know what though? We put ourselves out on the internet. It's kind of just a given. It is what it is. This is what comes with it. We just have to be built. You just have to you have to accept it. We built.
Yeah.
How about you, 1,000%. Similar thing, really. Like more than 95% is positive, which is sick. When I'm scrolling through, like replying to people, you'll see every now and again there's just some weird shit, either some like personal stuff or just some backseat producer shit, or people like saying like, "Oh, you should have done this in the beat." But then I'm like me cooking up a beat is the way I want to cook up a beat, and like, you know, it could be something simple as like, I wouldn't have used a snare, I would have used a rim. Like, do that in your own beats. Like, who cares? Like,
here's the
loop. Don't come into my kitchen telling me what ingredients to use. Like, this is my meal. You know what I'm saying? So I find it weird that people want to even do that in the first place. But then, so sometimes in a moment, I'll like read it, and then your instant reaction is to be a little bit pissed off. But then I'm like, I take a sit back, and I'm like, all right, well, this guy's like hiding behind a logo or just no profile picture. It's some weird like fake account looking name. Like, even if it's like a personal attack one, I do what you said as well, and I'm imagining what this guy looks like. If you can't even have a profile picture on there and you're trying to say something about what I look like let's see you then. Bring your face on the camera.
Yeah.
So
but it's also like, if you have time to just leave a mean comment, it's like, where are you?
So what are you doing?
In your head? Like, it's never once occurred to me, even if I've disagreed with the video, to go on someone's comments and start spewing negativity. That's very strange.
If you don't like it, you just go on to another video, don't you?
Yeah,
just or if you do like it, maybe you drop a like. Or
you don't have to watch it. Yeah. Have you seen? It's always quite funny. Do you know who Tom Segura is? American comedian.
I know who he is. Yeah.
Have you seen that clip he posted recently? There's this. He's talking about this TikToker who just posts that it's like this girl that posts her daily life. She's a bit overweight, and they're really calm videos, like nice vibes, productive. She's in the gym, you know, she's just trying to lose some weight and the weights. And then he goes to the comment section, and every single comment is so horrible, but it's like to the point of where I think it's like almost part of the brand in a way, because like, they were going through it, and it was like hate from Australia, and then like there was just It was just endless, and it was like they were just laughing so much. It almost felt like it was just part of the gag to just do it as a joke, almost like every comment was like it. But
I've seen some stuff
anyway.
like that.
Yeah,
there was one I seen similar to that. It was like this little puppy dog that just has this like massive smiley looking face, and every comment is "fuck you looking so happy for." It's like "fuck you smiling about" and all this, just like every single comment.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
I see someone tweet something like it was back when you could see the dislikes on YouTube, and someone had screenshotted a video and put "motherfuckers will dislike anything," and the video was it was a kid that had just beaten cancer and he's walking through the hospital and everyone's cheering for him. So like the most heartwarming thing you could watch. And then it's got like 1,000 dislikes. I'm like, yo, who is disliking that? That is fucked. So it just goes to show, man. It's like if someone's gonna dislike that, then of course there's gonna be people out there who don't like your beats. So people are just twisted, man. But most of the time, like you said, it's like people that are just unhappy with themselves and they're just trying to project that shit onto someone else to make themselves feel better instantly. So you almost start feeling sorry for them people.
Yeah, that's true.
No, 100%, man.
But yeah, man, I think we could leave it there. We've been going over an hour. So yeah, we'll try and find a guest for next week then.
Yeah.
Anyone got anything that they want to plug real quick?
Not just yet.
Just keep streaming my single.
Yeah.
Is this the part where we all talk over each other?
Yeah. After 3. But yo, much love for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir.